Right.
All right, welcome back to the show, guys. This right here is E-Splash on TVC. And if you remember when we did our intro, we told you we have a surprise on our Instagram fan page. Yeah? What's that? The surprise.
I mean, The Stalker is having a show on Sunday, this Sunday, and we're giving out tickets on the fan page. So please find your way to the fan page on Instagram. And yes, we're going
Splash _ TVC.
Yes.
That's
So
handle.
you might just get yourself a ticket to the Stalkers event on Sunday. You know we love to give you back, and this is us showing you love. So go there now. Rush.
You know, this is a show that keeps on giving. We're always giving you everything entertainment, and we're giving you pure entertainment live. You're going to be there.
Right, definitely.
All right, let's start with the entertainment news. And this one says, Terry G served notice by Wizkid's lawyers over Uncleared song. Nigerian singer Terry G has explained why he failed to clear his collaboration, Mary Jane, with Wizkid, and why he has been asked to take down the song. He made the revelation on the Afrobeats Podcast, stating that during his days, collaborations were the result of love and respect among colleagues. There were no formalities and need for clearance before releasing the collaboration. Terry G also acknowledged that the music business has evolved and there's a need to be professional and get the necessary clearances, while also stating that his management got an email from Wizkid's lawyers who demanded that he take down the song, and he has instructed his team to take it down. Terry G's decision to release his collaboration Mary Jane in 2024 came as a surprise to fans, especially since the song was recorded many years ago. It also led to speculation, as many doubted if the song was cleared by Wizkid. Despite the takedown notice, Terry G maintains that he still holds Wizkid in high regard and has fond memories of him, whom he described as the Jay-Z of his generation. Still on the interview, Terry G claimed that the Nigerian music industry is now dominated by cultists. The singer lamented that people like him who are not cultists cannot operate in the Nigerian music industry anymore, further stating that there will be unity in the music industry again if cultism is eradicated. He said, and I quote, "In my time, when I held sway, cultism used to be in the universities, but it has entered into the music industry now. If we cannot remove it from the music industry, we would be one family again if we can remove it. But if there's frats in the music industry, people like us who are not cultists cannot operate anymore. When we held sway, there were people doing cultism, but it wasn't violent. It was about love. They said it was for solidarity purpose, but now I can see the same family fighting themselves." So that's just the major problem of the Nigerian music industry. A lot of musicians are even scared to do music. They want to do cult before they do music now because that will pave way for them than the music. Let's try and reduce the rate of cultism in the music industry. End of quote. What say you, Mr. Flames?
To be honest, I like this Terry G.
Yep.
Is a matured matured guy in his space. I'm talking about the first one.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, when he talked about Wizkid,
yeah.
and still says that, I mean, he has a lot of love for Wizkid. I mean, he also he said it there, he made his point clear that, I mean, he made his mistake, his team made the mistake. They put out a song without clearing, first of all. And let's not forget, this song was recorded years ago.
Yeah, over 10 years ago.
So you have to definitely clear it with the camp. You know, you have to clear it with Wizkid is signed is an international label, so you have to clear these things. What if that artist does not want to be seen in that light anymore? What if he doesn't sound that way anymore? You know, so there's a lot that goes into branding, and so the team has to like sit down and say, you know what, is this necessary? Is this song necessary? Do you know how many songs that this guy's unreleased songs that would never see the light of day? So I like the fact that he's taking this with a pinch of salt, with some wisdom as well. He's also giving kudos to who kudos is meant to be given to. I mean, he still calls Wizkid the Jay-Z of the industry, regardless of the fact that he has been there before the Wizkid fame. He has been there, he has been through it all, he has been at the peak of the career. So I definitely love that response coming from him. On the thoughts about cultism in the industry, I mean, it's something that, I mean, we've also been here. We've talked about Illuminati in the industry, in all that stuff. So whether we like it or not, in the music industry, health industry, politics, so these things have spread. They have
frats.
Yeah, they have their what's hook, line, and sink. Everything has gone into the system, definitely. So, but one thing is for sure, it cannot stop good music. So if you have great music, you have great sound, and it goes out there. One thing I know is that so far so good, there's been no violence that we have seen. I mean, we've seen top artists throw gang signs. No, aside fights, we've seen them throw gang signs. We've seen funny handshakes. You know, we've seen people claiming numbers, number 7, number this. I mean, as long as, I mean, we're not promoting these things. Yeah, we're not promoting this. We're not promoting it in any way. It is wrong, right? But it's OJ in my head.
And you know, the thing is when artists who you see as supposedly friends now fight each other. That's when people now come out to say these things are happening and it's because of this and that, and then people take sides.
I mean,
like, if you remember when there was the Burna Boy, Wizkid, and Davido in the club, do you remember when they said Wizkid took a backseat? Maybe because he's friends with them and he's in this one's cult or this one, and there was a lot of talk about cultism back then. So it's something that would never end.
Whatever reason anybody has to join these things is their own personal business. But as long as, please, we don't want violence, we don't want promotion of all of this.
Because they are people's role models.
Because we don't want to promote this to the younger generation and make it seem like that's what it's supposed to be. But as long as they're giving us the great music, nobody's going to question and say his terms in any court. Or his Ayasta in any court. Nobody's going to say all of that. I mean, it's the great music that we're after. Whatever they are doing personally is
that's for their pockets.
Yeah, at the end of the day.
Okay, so I'm just going to touch a bit on the first one that you spoke about. That's the one of the Wizkid song. So apparently the host, Adesope, the host of the podcast, pointed out to Terry G that doesn't really want to take it down because that particular song, Mary Jane, in less than a month has amassed the number 4th, is now the number 4th highest streamed Terry G song on Apple. And Terry G was like, well, I have to take it down. So it's, you know, when you do something and it's something that has promoted you and then you're asked to take it down, that is that point where you know the difference between integrity and being selfish. Because now his integrity is on the line and he's like, you know what, this thing is putting me out there, it's getting me streams, but I really have to go the professional way. So I love the fact that he responded that way.
Well, to be honest, it's actually sad that Terry G's era
Yeah.
came just before digitalization,
True.
came just
Very
before
true.
the internet, came just before social media,
Yeah.
came before the streaming culture.
Yeah.
So you can't tell me that that is Terry G's, one of Terry G's most streamed songs. Do you
Well, according
do you
to
know
the
the
social media
record
platforms.
that this guy has? Do you know the discography that Terry G has? Terry G will stand and perform for maybe 2 hours straight, and he's probably not going to repeat a song.
Yeah, very true.
So he's been there, he's done it, he's been there, done that. He's a legend in his own right.
Millions of fans.
Definitely. So it's just, like I said, it's just because in this time and age, when Terry G's era was ending, was when social media streaming was picking up.
And then he looked for trouble. He said anybody that's been listening to Nigerian music, especially around the world, when Nigerian music went global, as long as you've been listening to Nigerian music from 2010, you cannot say you're not Wizkid FC because you surely love Wizkid music. But then he doesn't care about Wizkid FC because those people are toxic. But at the end of the day, he is Wizkid FC.
I mean, talking about Wizkid, I just want to veer off the part just a bit. So over the weekend, Louis Vuitton had, they had like, you know, an event. Yeah, it was yesterday. And then at the event, Adekunle Gold was there, Rema was there, Burna Boy was there, Thames was there, Wizkid was there. But I saw a video where Burna Boy, Adekunle Gold, and Rema were hanging out and actually having conversations. I've not actually seen Wiz and Burna together in the same space. Anyway. Yeah, but I mean, I heard they partied eventually together.
Well, at the end of the day, brothers forever.
Yeah?
According to what we've seen so far, because, you know, that's what we thought of Davido. We thought, oh, they had made up and everything, and then now fans have started another war between these two, who we've been waiting for years to make up. Yeah. So now we're just hoping that fans will not start a war between Wizkid and Burna.
No, I think we've passed
gone past that, yeah?
Well, I mean, that's about that with that. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back with the entertainment news still.